Hi there, welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing really well today. Welcome here if you're new as well. I'm Kay, I'm a homemaker and a slow intentional living advocate. So I thought I would do a different style of video today. This video is actually inspired by one of my amazing friends, Hattie from Hattie Homemaking. I've shared her channel in the past and I love her so much. She's an amazing person and I'll make sure I leave her video down below. So she filmed a bit of a week in the life of a homemaker ages ago. And you know what, I found it so inspiring. As you all know, I am pregnant. We are cracking on into my third trimester now and I'm feeling it, you know, and I thought, you know what, it would be really nice rather than pressuring myself to film a full day, I would just film bits and bobs through the week and share with you that side of my life, which is a side I've not really shared that much of. So I'm not just a homemaker, I wear a lot of hats, I'm fully self-employed and I have a lot of other personal responsibilities as well in my personal life, and I won't be sharing those aspects, so by no means is this all I do in a week, but it's the main things that I do, the main routines that I try to stick to, and just bringing that little bit of comfort to everyday life. That's what homemaking is for me. It's just about just romanticising the everyday and really taking care of your home, taking care of your family and taking care of yourself as well. So really hope you enjoy this video, hope you find it inspiring and motivating, and let's jump in, shall we? So my weeks actually start on a Sunday. Dom goes back to work and I like to get on top of all the ironing for the week. So usually it's just a lot of shirts, depending on what we've worn that week. So I just start my days by getting the ironing board out, watching some YouTube videos and just having a really nice calm start to the week. I used to hate ironing so much, but I've actually really grown to love it recently. I do find that just being able to watch something in the background, just a nice peaceful video, is one of the best ways to start the day, especially, you know, getting these done just feels like such a big accomplishment for the week and I don't have to think about them again. This little tool here I'm using is a godsend if you have furry creatures in your house like I do. It really helps to get all the cat fur off and you don't have to think about all of the fur taking over the shirts. Depending on the weather, depends how much laundry I can get done, but Sundays are my laundry day, so I just do as much as I possibly can. This day was so sunny, which is really rare recently, but it was great. I got 3 loads of laundry done and emptied my washing basket, which was such a great feeling. But most of the time it just looks like 1 or 2 loads and I pop it into the indoor area to dry. But I love hanging the washing out. It's one of my favourite things to do. It's one of my favourite chores, I guess you could call it, or homemaking tasks. It sounds much more positive. I thought I would include some baking in this week's video. So I love baking, and for me baking is a huge part of homemaking and just making my home feel like a cozy, comforting place. Not only do I make delicious cakes and buns and all sorts of things, it's just a really peaceful activity to do on a nice sunny afternoon. So today I am making delicious banana bread, and this didn't last very long. It lasted just a few days between me and Dom. We really enjoyed it. And I know you all love baking, so I really hope you enjoy this footage. As you all know, my garden is my happy place. I love being outside. I also love looking after the birds and the wildlife out there, so refilling my bird feeders and just taking care of the garden and the cats is just such a great feeling for me. And I just like to go out and centre myself every now and then, usually quite a few times in a day. I spend a lot of time in the garden and so do the cats. We all really enjoy it. But yeah, and just taking a bit of time to make sure all of the creatures are fed and well, and in a second you'll see the most adorable butterfly float by, and it was a lovely summer afternoon. On with my daily cleaning, which I thought I would include in the video. I didn't actually include any deep cleaning in this video or weekly cleaning. I've shared a lot of those styles of videos, but thought I would just include what I do on the daily. So I start my days off getting dressed, and then I clean the bathroom, so cleaning the toilets, cleaning the sink, just all of the high touch point areas in the bathroom.
My fingernails and worn out shoes. I never thought that I would fall for someone like you, an uptown girl without a single care in the whole wide world.
Onto our bedroom. I love making my bed. I know that might sound weird, and for some people it's the biggest chore in the world, but my mum drilled it into me from being very young, and I've taken so much pride in it as I've grown up, and now it's one of my favourite things because every time I come back into this room through the day it just looks so tidy and just so nice. So now it's summer, I'm just letting the bed air out, so I'm not making it 100% properly, but it feels good doing it like this. And just sorted all of my pillows out, my pregnancy pillow, and it just looks worlds apart from what it did. And it makes me smile. It's one of those simple things that just makes a massive impact on my mood. Then I head downstairs and I set to work on the kitchen. Some days I do all the washing up before I go to bed, but in reality there are days where I just don't feel like it, depending on how late we've eaten or what we've had to eat or how I'm feeling in general. So I put the pots away, and I don't mind washing up in the morning because I like to let the cats go outside and I can watch them from the window. So yeah, I do start my days by putting the washing up away. We don't have a dishwasher, so doing this is really important for me. It just means that there's not dishes out on the site 24/7, because if we don't do this then there are, because I literally live at home, I work at home, so all of my pots that I create every day just get washed up and go on the sides, so it feels good to have a clean slate. And then I'm just tidying up. I do try to tidy up the house before I go to bed, but I don't always achieve this, and I think it's important to include this. The rug is the bane of my life. It's so fluffy, it's made from wool. That with the cats running around and play fighting, rolling around like little bear cubs, it gets very fluffy very fast. So I tend to do this every single morning once I feel like it's an appropriate time for our neighbours. But it just looks so much better once it's done. I just wish it looked like this all the time, not just for about 5 minutes till I walk over it again. I think I already said, but I didn't include any of my weekly cleaning tasks in this video, so things like mopping the floor, hoovering the upstairs. This is just literally daily cleaning that I do every day to keep on top of the home. Cat fluff is a big part of our life, so I try and keep on top of it by just rolling the furniture and the places that we sit the most so that we can try and keep it down a little bit. But it looks so much better, and it makes me happy to be at home when it looks like this. thought I would include a cook with me. So cooking is obviously a huge part of homemaking. It's also a huge part of any person's life, no matter if you feel you're a homemaker or not. And I know you all love a cook with me. So here I am, I'm just making some, I think it was like a veggie curry with rice, and it was really delicious. So some weeks I have HelloFresh or other meal services. Other weeks I do it myself and I use a slow cooker, you know, or make from scratch other meals. But I thought I would just share this. It was a really delicious meal and so good because on this day it was actually quite chilly.
Kills me from within. Your voice is like an arrow that pierces me through the heart, and your touch is like fire that will burn my skin. I wish that I could say what I really feel, 'cause I'm in love with you. Yeah, I'm in love with you. I know I'm not supposed to be, but I am. I'm in love with you.
So that is it from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this style of video. I really enjoyed just picking up the camera whenever, filming bits and bobs, and then putting it all together for you all. I just feel like I was able to share a little bit more, a little bit different of a routine without completely exhausting myself. As you all know, I'm pregnant now and I just have a lot less energy reserves than I used to have for picking up the camera and filming and also living my life. So I'm hoping this style of video is helpful, and it means I can carry on creating content, especially homemaking content, without also completely burning myself out. So be sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye.